Band of beavers, what I can be. Beau Beaver sits thinking under a maple tree. Actually, trees are part of what has him in a tizzy. Because in his town, beavers and woodworking go together like 1, 2, 3. Beau's problem is he never took to working with logs and lumber as his other friends, you see. Be a carpenter or a tree cutter has him feeling, that's not for me. A beaver who's not a builder? Can that even be? Beau is confused and searching for his way. He is more carefree. His future job he simply cannot see. What will I do? What can I be? My future is cloudy, and Beau feels pressured to decide and make the grade, especially when he compares himself to his buddy, Brad Beaver, whom he thinks has it made. Brad has always said he would take the carpentry trade. Brad, the master beaver carpenter, has been his plan since he was a baby beaver kit, and nobody will rain on his parade. Brad has an idea. Beau, you need to try new things. See what might fit. It's time for you to discover your way and not be afraid. The beaver buddies head out to search for job ideas for Beau to explore. They go to the Innovation Center, which is a school that teaches trades galore. A trade school is also known as a technical or vocational school and helps you become job ready for a specific career to adore. They are warmly welcomed as soon as they arrive at the front door. This is where Brad will learn to be a carpenter after he finishes high school, which is just right next door. Brad, you're back, says Ozzy, the optimistic owl. Want to be a student for the day once more? Brad answers back, not today. I'm here for my buddy Beau. He's looking for inspiration to help him soar. Ozzy replies, perfect. You came to the right place to help you open your mind. It can be hard to decide what job you might like, as many other young animals are in a similar bind. The trick is to be brave, take a chance, and be curious about all that you may find. The future doesn't always go exactly how we pictured and outlined. And as we get older, we face many roads to choose from. You are not alone. We don't leave any animals behind. Let's go, Beau whispers to Brad. This owl seems wise and very kind. The tour begins and the message is clear. No matter what anybody else says, someone's future is their decision to make. We are all unique with different skills, and whatever we may use them is never a mistake. A perfect example is Pierre, the prickly porcupine. Even with his thorny outside, inside he loves to bake. His spiky look doesn't match his warm and fuzzy inside. He's a big softy who loves to bake breads, tasty pies, cheesy loaves, and yummy cakes. A future pastry chef, he enjoys all the flavors he can now create. He then nibbles on a freshly made croissant as it's time for a break. In order to shine, everyone writes their own life story, and sometimes all we need is a little spark to get our imagination awake. The trio head down the hall and peek into 2 classrooms full of glee and zeal. In one room shines a future electrician, Sarah the sluggish seal. She is full of energy and loves to tinker with circuits and wires and switches and volts. It's truly ideal. While across the corridor, Brooke the boisterous badger loves plumbing even though she used to dislike water because of its feel. She will be an expert plumber, a master of piping and tubing, made out of plastic, copper, and steel. Sarah and Brooke took charge of their lives and drove down unexpected and exciting pathways with their paws firmly on the wheel. Ozzy tells Beau, every day our students show courage and bet on themselves. They never accept that they can't. Take Kirsten, the kind-hearted king crab, and her friend Amanda, the alarmed ant. A king crab who prefers land to water, and an ant that chooses not to eat her own plants. They both love to dig in the dirt and cultivate in our greenhouse garden. They enjoy gifting flowers to all, especially their uncles and aunts. They create super cool green spaces which inspire others to get their hands dirty, get to work, and pull up their pants. The sound of paws and claws tap away on a computer Click, tick, and ding. They spot Jamie, the jittery jackrabbit, and their father-daughter duo of Lenny and Lynn Loopy Lynx doing their thing. These animals are learning about secretarial studies, accounting, and drafting. Ozzy explains Jamie enjoys the calmness of working with numbers, while the Lynx have a knack at precision drawing with a touch of creative zinc. No matter how old or young, we have students of every age that find a passion and fly high as they spread their wings. A job where I use my hands will do the trick, says a more upbeat Beau who is enjoying this experience with his two sidekicks. Brad blurts out, "Wait until you see our next stop. It is right beside where I'll be a carpenter." They get to use cement and concrete and bricks. Kelly and Kaylee, the klutzy kangaroo sisters, build a perfect stone wall 50 centimeters thick. The sisters traveled the globe to study bricklaying here and picked up the trade lickety-split. Their creations are stunning and sturdy because they work as a team. They are truly close-knit. This was the best decision for their future, I'm sure they'd admit. Next up is Wyatt, the witty Wolverine. He loves his healthcare program and plans to work in a hospital or a senior's home. It gives him such a spark. Wyatt explains proper hygiene and eating habits to the supernovas. He clarifies how good choices can be easy as a walk in the park. Supernova students learn life skills to help guide them to hit their perfect mark. A life full of purpose, success, and love is the ultimate spot they strive to reach and disembark. Beau meets Tiffany, Daisy, Jessica, Anthony, Taylor, David, Hatling, Gerald, and Mohammed, Tafari and Nick, and Charlene and Cameron, Cassandra, Simon, and Mark. Everyone who meets the supernovas smile from ear to ear, as the love and cheer they share can melt the toughest animals' hearts, even a hammerhead shark. Around the corner is Anita, the anxious alligator. She's a magician with scissors in her claws. When she cuts hair, she has the world's largest smile. Even with no hair herself, this future world-renowned hairdresser found an expected career path that's so rewarding and worthwhile. And Anthony, the articulate Arctic fox over there, he didn't think he'd be good enough to be an interior decorator, but now shines so bright in class, he's well on his way to his ideal lifestyle. Beau, you see? Try, see, and do something new. Never say never. We don't know what the universe has in store for us, so no matter what you try, just go out and do it with style. Lights flicker and sparks fly as metal is molded and shaped by a paw-held device loaded with a powerful pinpoint fire. Chantal, the cautious cougar, is the welding teacher and creates metal and steel masterpieces. Her packed class of line students watch on and admire. She is skilled and smart and supports her students because she has the power to inspire. Her students never give up. They battle tooth and nail to achieve whatever they desire. This is exactly who Beau wants to be. Helpful, kind, and fearless, with dreams to reach and goals to aspire. Never judge a book or a student by its cover. The important thing is what's on the inside, because this is where you'll find their passion and fire. When you understand that, others will certainly admire. At the last stop, Ozzy concludes with the road of life has many twists and turns. Success can look different for all, but we each have the ability to be a superstar. Take, for example, Chuck, the now confident chipmunk. He seemed so very confident to others, whether they were near or far. Deep down, Chuck was scared about his future, but when he started to truly believe in himself, he rose up to the challenge and definitely raised the bar. He finished high school, and the thought of being a mechanic showed up on his radar. He will graduate at the top of his class, will leave here with no fear, and be chock full of hope and promise when he finishes up and says, au revoir. Beau, you need to trust and believe in yourself and all you're capable of. It's exactly who you are. Do my best, stay in school, and love to learn. Beau now believes everything Brad and Ozzy have said. He has so many new ideas buzzing in his head. Tonight he'll sleep soundly when he lays down to bed, and no matter whether he takes a trade or goes to college, both are great options. Enough said. The fact is we need everyone in this world, from tradespeople to doctors, artists to teachers, and astronauts to drivers of bobsleds. Be what you want and love what you do. This will ensure your happiness shall spread. Beau knows he has a very bright future ahead. My future is mine to decide. Beau is excited about all the wonderful things he could be. My life awaits. I'll explore everything from A to Z. I'll be brave and jump headfirst into every adventure that comes before me. I'll follow my heart, my passions, and my dreams. This I can clearly see is the right plan for me. Everyone has a journey to happiness that has a different path, for you and for me. What I can be is happy. I simply need to choose me.